Hi guys, welcome back to another video. I'm doing like a it's New Year's Day, it's New Year's morning. We went hiking. If you obviously saw that, the sunrise was insane. I took my dad and my brother. That's my favorite little hike that I do. I've done it a lot on here. But my parents leave today, which is so sad, but they're actually gonna be back in like 2 weeks. I have a week off, and then Taylor and her mom come for a half marathon for the week, and then my parents come the day that they leave. So January is crazy fun with hosting, but I'm also starting my 75 harder today. So Jake and I are doing it together, and essentially it's a 75 hard, but so that's 2 45-minute workouts today, one outside. And I want to preface that I'll still be like resting, recovering. Like on my rest days, it'll just be walking. Like it's not gonna be like overtraining, because especially with my half marathon, but I just want to do it because it'll force me to do something outside every single day, and I want to go hiking more, I want to go outside more, go on more walks, and I like having like a challenge, something to work for. So that's kind of why I'm doing that. And then it's a gallon of water every day, which I need to do because I'm not very good at drinking water. And then I added a few things. So in the 75 hard, it's read 10 pages, so I'm gonna do that, but then I'm also gonna read the Bible once a day, and I just have read Bible once a day. So it could be 1 page, it could be multiple pages, but I didn't want to say like read 10 pages of the Bible, because that's a lot. If you read the Bible, like that's heavy. So I'm like, if I just read a page, one, or like a one verse kind of thing, that's my goal. And then I'm gonna journal once a day, and then I'm gonna cold plunge once a day, because Jake got a cold plunge for Christmas, and I've done it every single day for the past. That's our cold pod. We do it right there. I've done it the past 3 days, and I've really liked it, and it's hard and it makes me uncomfortable, but I added it to the challenge. And I did / cold shower in case I'm like traveling or not at home where I could use that. A diet, I don't follow a diet, I eat intuitively, but one habit that I'm really bad at is mindlessly snacking. I'll just like grab a box of crackers and I'll just sit and eat them. So I'm forcing myself to portion out a serving of my snacks. Like that's my rule, because it's gonna help me create that habit and fix that, because I think that's like my biggest flaw with my eating. No alcohol and no like any substance, which I mean that's like easy, that's like normal. Most of the stuff like in this challenge is stuff I do every single day, but not every single day, you know. I'm really excited. I honestly think it's gonna go pretty well. I don't think we went on a hike, and then we got my mom coffee, my dad coffee, and then Jake and I coffee. We all went to a different place. I got a Dutch Bros, so I got a cold brew almond milk, and then I did sugar-free coconut and white chocolate today. Little iconic breakfast. What is it? It's rice. Veggies. Oh yeah, it's the pepper and onion mix from Trader Joe's, right?
Yeah, then we have stuff garlic and herb chicken breast. Then we got some eggs, and then we got
rice.
And
the good part in it is the rice. Feel my breakfast because I eat it, but I made my cream of rice. It's literally the same recipe. And then all my vitamins, which I think I showed you in one of the last vlogs. But so we just dropped my parents off at the airport. Kind of sad. Like, why did I get like so sad? They're literally gonna be back in like 2 weeks, but I haven't like spent that much time with my parents, and like, because when I'm back home in Iowa, like I don't live at my parents. I stay like at my house with Taylor. So like being with them like literally all week was really nice though. But yeah, I'm like kind of sad. Anyway, we're going to the gym now. We're gonna go hit legs. Happy New Year. And we're gonna try a different, so we go to EOS, whatever you call it, and we usually go to one location, but actually one of my followers I met at my gym, and we were chatting, and she's like, oh my gosh, like I was like, I'll be like, this is like my main location now, I'll probably run into you again. And she was like, yeah, I go to the one on, well, I'm not gonna say the street name, but there's another location that she said that they have better equipment for leg day, and she's like, I do upper body here and I do leg day at this one. So Jake and I are just gonna go try it out today, because they have like a pendulum squat, and there's a few other things she was saying, I don't remember, but it'll be good. So I'll bring you guys along to that. But I feel like the gym's gonna be really busy because it's New Year's Day, all the New Year's resolutions and all that. Yeah. I'm gonna go try that out, see how it goes, and then yeah. But today Jake and I started 75 hard, so this will actually be our second workout, because we already got our first one with the hike in.
And it's like 10 o'clock.
And it's only 10 a.m. I'm drinking my water. I have to drink 8 of these a day. I did the math. I literally drink 1 like clear water, and then I just refill it with my fridge water. Okay guys, I didn't really vlog all day because this is where I've been sitting at my little workspace. I had to write my newsletter, I wrote my client's program, I got my second part of my video podcast up, made lunch, just had a snack, had some cottage cheese. It's 5 o'clock now, and now we're gonna go to Target because I need to buy tampons. Tampons is one of my outlets this year, but also like I'm a little intimidated by using the cup that I have. So I've tried it. I just need tampons. Like I need them. Like I literally need them right now. So let's go get those, and then we might go to Swig because I kind of just want Swig. So So we're gonna go do that, and I'll come back, make dinner, and then get my day prepped for tomorrow. So honestly, I got all my work done that I needed to get done today, which is really good, really nice. I'm on top of it. I'm vlogging, feeling good for the new year. And 75 hard update, I've done both my walks. This is bottle number 4 of 7. So honestly, pretty good. I bet I'll get this down throughout like the car ride and stuff. And then, yeah, then I'll just have 2 tonight, which will be easy. And I still need to journal and, oh, I read at the gym, my book. It was really good. It's about change. I'll show you. This is the book that I'm reading. It's called The Power to Change. And I'm really liking it because I'm like making changes right now. And it's talking about like habits and changes, and it was like referring to resolutions and stuff. So I'm like, okay, this is a good day to start this book. But yeah, I read, I think like 12 pages on the stairs for 10 minutes. And then I just need to read my Bible. I just journaled. So I think I actually just need to read my Bible, and I might do that before bed. Otherwise, is there anything else we have to do for the 75? Because I don't drink alcohol or any of that stuff. And my snack, I have evidence in the sink that I took the cottage cheese and I actually put it into a bowl instead of just eating it. Oh, thanks for some light. Instead of just eating it out of the container, like I probably would have before, or like getting some like crackers and scooping it out with that, put it into a bowl. So we're doing good for the 75 hard. I need to go buy tampons. You guys, look at the sunset. And we just got swig. Thanks, Jake. Jake bought me swig.
Yeah.
I gotta save me, Jake. It's Diet Dr. Pepper coconut and vanilla. It's amazing. Okay, guys. So we're making dinner. Actually, we're live on Trca Twins, but I forgot to show you dinner. I made some ground beef and then pico guac, all of that stuff into a taco bowl. Laundry. I forgot I had to switch a load. These are the sheets and all that from my parents' bed when they were here. Mom actually was so kind to wash. They just had to leave before it was done. No biggie. No biggie. So I'm doing this, and then I have a load of clothes in there I need to swap over, and then I need to wash my bedding. Luckily I have 2 sets of bedding, like 2 duvets and 2 sheets, so I have a cozy clean set on right now from earlier, but I do need to run this tonight, which is cozy up and lay in bed. I'm honestly beat. Today was like a long day, but like a really good day. Feeling very productive. I love doing the 75 hours because I feel so accomplished every single day. I do still need to read my Bible though. I have not done that. But Jake and I just went live on Trca Twins TikTok for like an hour and a half. It was so fun. I had a lot of people on live too. Like I've never had that big of a live. And it was honestly so fun. So, okay, I'm gonna do this because obviously I can't multitask very well. I'm gonna give you guys a talk haul of what I got. Oh gosh, I need my tripod. I got more cotton pads for this is how I take off my makeup every night with my micellar water. Actually not wearing makeup today though, and it was kind of nice. I feel like when I put self tanner on, I feel like I don't need makeup. And then tampons. I told you guys, I know tampons are out for me this year, but like I also still need them. So those are what I use. They're the better type of tampon if you're gonna get tampons. But like the cup just freaks me out. I tried to do it the other day and I just didn't like it. Anyway, then I got this mouthwash because I was out. And then I got some just like makeup wipes to get my mascara off because it's hard to get my mascara off with cotton pads. I feel like I don't totally get it off. So I'm just going to use that for my eyes. And then I'll use that for like my face. And then, ooh, I had this in Iowa and I haven't gotten any since I was back here. But I love using this when I shave. Literally makes your legs so soft. Target, all this stuff, obviously. Oh, and then Jake, this is his. He had to get moisturizer. And this is what he got. I like this brand. So told him to get that one. And that's the haul. And I'm gonna wash my face, brush my teeth, cozy, and bed. And I'm so excited. Okay, I think I'm gonna carry this vlog a little bit into today because I want to tell you about the book that I'm reading. Okay, I'm obsessed with this. So I picked this up at Target. If you guys saw one of my vlogs when I was back home in Iowa, I'm gonna set you guys on my glass, my coffee cup. I picked this book up when I was in Iowa, and I am like reading it right now for my like 10 pages a day for the 75 hard. I'm literally 27 pages in. It is like all of the highlights. I started highlighting it today. Like I'm just gonna go over it with you guys because I think this is so good and it's already taught me so much. Especially too if like you are a Christian and you like Bible verses and biblically like referring to if you like to refer to like the Bible, it just makes it make even more sense. Like it's like a self-help book on like the power to change, like learning how to actually make change in your life. but he ties it back to Bible verses, and it's so good. So I'm gonna just go over all the different things I highlighted. So the first thing is, you cannot put do before who, but we do. So people often like just refer, like when we have like bad habits, or we have like our toxic traits or our red flags and stuff, we identify with that. We just think that's who we are. And so we try to fix those things by changing our actions. So say, I always say like I have alcoholic like tendencies in my family. So like I've attached that to who I am. And so I just quit drinking, which obviously helps, but I have to learn that I am like actually stronger than that, and like understand that's not my identity, that's not who I am. And so you have to put who before do, which often we put do before who, if that makes sense. Because it says if you try to change your behavior without changing your identity, you're pulling up a weed without getting the root. So like you're trying to rid of it without actually diving deep into like who you are as a person and why that is something that you identify with. So another thing I highlighted was motivation and willpower, limited resources that you will deplete through quickly. And that's like another reason that like is a perfect summary of like why I'm doing the 75 hard, because I know I could do this stuff for a week. I know I could do it for 2 weeks. I know I probably could do it for 3 weeks, but it takes 30 days to like create a habit. And so I'm doing this for 75. So like I know this will be habits, like reading my Bible every day, journaling every day, like the cold plunge. Like I want to force myself to do that, because if I'm in a challenge and I'm putting myself accountable in here, like I'll do it. But if I'm just saying like, oh, I'm gonna start doing that, like it will dwindle out after 2 or 3 weeks, like everyone. So that's why I do really like the 75 hour, because it's like 3 months worth of stuff. And then another thing was the reason you haven't experienced lasting change is because you've tried to alter what you do and you haven't changed of what you think of you. So that's kind of like what I said earlier. And then one of the Bible verses, it was part of Romans 2:1. Don't copy the behavior and customs of this world, but let God transform you into a new person by changing the way you think. Literally, like in the Bible, what we're saying. And then her who changed her do. So this was a point in the book he was talking about his wife, and she grew up thinking that she just like wasn't that smart. She was just kind of an average student, and she like identified as that her whole childhood. And then she met this guy, the author, and he like kind of built her up to think that she was more wise and smarter. And she ended up graduating college with a 4.0. And in high school, she graduated like below average. And so her who changed her do. So like when she began to think that she was smart, she was intelligent, she started acting like it and doing the things, and then she became it. So like you have to change like the narrative of like yourself. And then it says, we see ourselves through the eyes of others, we let others define us, but this is not who we are. And I'm like, that is so true. Like I often like identify who I am based on like what I portray on social media almost, and like what I think you guys think of me, rather than just like who I think of myself as, which is important. And then we also define ourselves by our worst sins and habits. This is not who we are, but we are tempted to define ourselves by the worst in us. And I'm like, this is so true. Like it said, we often think I'm fat, I'm skinny, or I'm an addict, I'm lazy, I'm a loser. Like we identify with the worst things about ourselves. Like why do we do that? I don't know, but it's like so terrible to think about. But then he backs it up and he's like, that's actually Satan trying to take us out. Like your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion looking for someone to devour. So that's Peter 5:8. Like I said, he reverts back to like Bible verses. The weapon he uses against us is our own deceptions, and his primary target is our identity. He knows how essential your self-perception is, so he lies to you about who you are. So, sorry, my stomach's growling. So that's like why we think of all these like negative things about us. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So and it said like, you are not who Satan says you are who God says you are. It's just so good. It's so good. And then at the end, it just kind of finishes this like section by saying, you change by God empowered spiritual transformations, which happens when you embrace your true God-given identity. There was my 5-minute spiel on this book and why you should read it. It's so good. Okay. I have it on my Amazon storefront. It's The Power to Change. I got this at Target, but it's on Amazon. The audiobook's free. You could even listen to that. I sent it to my older brother because he doesn't like to read, but he drives around and listens to audiobooks. It's so good. Okay, now I also too, you guys, I started my morning off. It's 8 o'clock. I got up at 6:30. I've journaled and I've read my Bible. So I'm following like a Bible reading plan. And so I like start in Genesis, and actually one of my followers, because I shared it on my social media, and she said her aunt created her own like year Bible in a Year like guide, and she shared it with me, and it goes between the Old and the New Testament, so it doesn't get as boring, and it takes Sundays off, so I can like focus on like church and that sermon rather than like when I'm reading the Bible myself. So I'm excited because I'm gonna start that instead and kind of transfer over to that guide. But anyway, I'm gonna go walk and get my first 45-minute workout in, because then I have a 5-mile run today. So that's my morning.